Have you ever pondered over the question, what would happen if all trees disappeared from our planet? It's a thought that might seem far-fetched, but it's a crucial one to consider. Trees, they are the silent sentinels, the lungs of our planet, and the bearers of life. But what if one day they all vanished? What would be the ripple effect? The consequences could be far-reaching, perhaps more than we can even imagine. Let's dive deep into this hypothetical yet crucial scenario. Trees, the green lungs of our planet, play a pivotal role in the air we breathe. Each and every one of them is a life-giving factory, tirelessly working to convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into the oxygen we need to survive. This miraculous process is known as photosynthesis. In this complex chemical reaction, trees absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that contributes to global warming, and release oxygen as a byproduct. Just imagine, a single mature leafy tree can produce as much oxygen in a season as 10 people inhale in a year. Yes, you heard it right, a year. Trees are the unsung heroes of our planet, silently providing us with the breath of life. They are the primary reason why our Earth's atmosphere contains about 21% oxygen, a level that is just perfect for humans and most animals to live and thrive. But what if one day trees just vanished from the face of the Earth? Well, we would be facing a potential oxygen crisis, something that is almost too dreadful to contemplate. Our planet's oxygen levels would start to drop, not immediately but slowly and surely. In the beginning, the change would be barely noticeable. However, over time, as the oxygen levels continued to decrease, it would become harder and harder to breathe. We'd feel lightheaded, fatigued, and our cognitive functions would start to deteriorate. Additionally, the disappearance of trees would mean an increase in carbon dioxide levels, leading to a sharp rise in global temperatures. This would further exacerbate the oxygen crisis, as warmer waters hold less oxygen, causing a massive die-off of marine life, which also contributes to the world's oxygen supply. In this grim scenario, we start to see the true value of these silent sentinels of our planet. They are not just trees, they are the very essence of life, our life. Without trees, the oxygen levels would drastically plummet, leading to a dire situation. The very breath we take for granted, the breath of life, would become a luxury. Let's ensure it never comes to that. Beyond oxygen, trees are the silent guardians against climate change. They serve as the Earth's lungs, inhaling the excess carbon dioxide we humans exhale, and in return, exhaling the oxygen we need to survive. But their role is much more than just a biological exchange. Trees are our planet's climate superheroes. They combat the rising temperatures by absorbing carbon dioxide, one of the primary greenhouse gases contributing to global warming. Each mature tree can absorb roughly 48 pounds of carbon dioxide per year. Now imagine a forest, a dense collection of these carbon warriors, each year absorbing thousands of pounds of carbon dioxide and storing it in their trunks, branches, leaves, and roots. But what if these heroes were to disappear? The consequences would be dire. With no trees to absorb the excess carbon dioxide, the gas would accumulate in the atmosphere, creating a thick, heat-trapping blanket around the Earth. This would cause the average global temperature to rise, leading to a phenomenon we know as global warming. The rise in temperature wouldn't be gradual. It would be rapid, much faster than the natural climate cycles Earth has experienced in the past. This rapid warming could lead to an increase in the occurrence and intensity of natural disasters. Heat waves would become more common, droughts would last longer, and hurricanes would become more powerful. The polar ice caps would melt at an accelerated rate, causing sea levels to rise and flooding coastal cities. And it doesn't stop there. The increase in temperature would disrupt ecosystems, leading to mass extinctions and loss of biodiversity. It could even alter the agricultural calendar, affecting our food supply. In essence, without trees, we would be tipping the scales of the Earth's delicate climate balance, turning our green planet into a scorching furnace. So, the next time you see a tree, take a moment to appreciate its silent contribution to our survival. Because without them, the Earth as we know it would cease to exist. Remember, trees are not just the lungs of our planet, but also the guardians of our future. Without trees, our planet could turn into a scorching furnace. Trees are not just standalone entities, they are bustling microcosms of life. They form the backbone of the world's ecosystems, providing homes, food, and protection to countless species. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, many of Earth's creatures depend on trees for their survival. Imagine a squirrel nimbly leaping from branch to branch, storing food for the winter, or picture a vibrant bird singing its song from the treetops. Even the silent, slithering snake finds solace in the forest's leafy canopy. These are just a few examples of the myriad of life forms that trees support. But it's not just about the animals. Trees also host a diverse range of plant life. Mosses, lichens, and fungi thrive in the moist, shaded conditions provided by trees. Some tree species even have unique relationships with specific types of plants, with their survival intricately intertwined. Now, let's consider a world without trees. A world devoid of the rustling leaves, the towering trunks, the sheltering canopies. What would happen to all these species that depend on trees? The harsh reality is that many of them would struggle to survive. Without trees, we would be looking at a biodiversity crisis of epic proportions. Habitats would be destroyed, food sources would vanish, and many species would face the threat of extinction. This wouldn't just be a disaster for the animals and plants affected, but also for us humans. Biodiversity is vital for a healthy planet. It helps to maintain balance in ecosystems and is integral to processes such as pollination and decomposition. A loss of biodiversity could have serious knock-on effects, disrupting these processes and potentially leading to a collapse of entire ecosystems. So, when we talk about the importance of trees, it's not just about their role in producing oxygen or absorbing carbon dioxide. It's also about the lifeline they provide to a vast array of species, the biodiversity they sustain, the ecosystems they uphold. Without trees, we could face an unprecedented loss of biodiversity. Let's not let that become our reality. Let's cherish our trees, for they truly are the lifelines of biodiversity. Trees are the unsung heroes in regulating our water cycle. They play a vital role in maintaining the balance of our planet's most precious resource, water. Let's delve into the intricate dance between trees and water, a relationship as old as life itself. Think of trees as the great water managers of our world. Their roots, reaching deep into the earth, act like natural sponges, soaking up groundwater and releasing it back into the atmosphere through a process known as transpiration. This cyclical process helps to replenish our groundwater reserves, a crucial source of fresh water for millions around the globe. But the role of trees in the water cycle doesn't stop there. They are also nature's flood control experts. During heavy rainfall, trees slow down the rush of water, helping to prevent soil erosion and reducing the risk of catastrophic flooding. They act as buffers, absorbing excess water and releasing it slowly over time, helping to maintain a steady flow in rivers and streams. Now imagine a world without trees. Without their roots to soak up groundwater, our reserves could quickly deplete. The loss of transpiration would mean less water returned to the atmosphere, disrupting the balance of the water cycle. And without trees to slow the rush of rainwater, we could see an increase in devastating floods. The absence of trees could also lead to a decrease in water quality. Trees act as natural filters, removing pollutants from water as it passes through their roots. Without this filtration system, our water sources could become contaminated, leading to a potential public health crisis. In short, trees are essential to the health and stability of our water cycle. They help to ensure we have access to clean, fresh water, and they protect us from the destructive power of floods. Without trees, our water cycle could be thrown into chaos. The stakes are high, and the role of trees in our world, especially in relation to water, cannot be understated. So, what would a world without trees look like? A question that, at first glance, might seem hypothetical, but in reality holds the potential for a stark and sobering reality. Imagine, if you will, an oxygen crisis. Trees, our silent, unassuming allies, are the lungs of our planet. They breathe in carbon dioxide, a gas that we humans, along with other life forms, can't use, and breathe out oxygen, the very essence of our existence. Without trees, we'd be gasping for breath, literally, in an oxygen-starved world. Then there's the dire prospect of global warming. Trees act as natural air conditioners, cooling the planet and keeping global temperatures in check. Without their calming presence, we'd be facing a climate catastrophe, with soaring temperatures and extreme weather conditions becoming the norm rather than the exception. We'd also be witnessing a loss of biodiversity on an unprecedented scale. Trees are the lifeline of countless species, providing food, shelter, and a place to call home. Without trees, many of these species would simply cease to exist. And let's not forget the water crisis. Trees play a crucial role in regulating our water cycles. They help maintain the balance between the water in the atmosphere and the water on the ground. Without trees, we could be staring at a future of droughts and floods. A world without trees is not just unthinkable, it's unlivable. Let's cherish and protect our green companions, the trees.